Hey guys, welcome all. In this video, I'm going to explore a recent radio conversation on LBC by Nigel Farage on Nick Ferrari's morning show and also by Mr. Sebastian Gorka on Tom Swarbrick's evening show. President Donald Trump's assistant, Gorka, was responding to questions regarding tariff comments made by Nigel Farage earlier the same day, where Nigel questioned the rationale behind Trump's trade policies. Take a listen.
Tariffs for 90 days, and that was denied. And then on Wednesday, you paused tariffs for 90 days. What changed?
Nothing. The fact that you're listening to rumors. That's the only thing that changed.
The White House was, because the White House denied it.
Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Look, the fact is the fact.
So on Monday, there was no plan for 90-day pause.
What happened to Black Monday, Tom?
What do you mean?
Do you remember what the mainstream lying legacy media told us? Oh my gosh, the economy is going to crash. It's going to be Black Monday. That's weird. It didn't happen. And then the stocks rallied. So let's be very clear.
They're not back to levels they were.
Oh, really? Well, oh no, 6 days later, they're not. Shock horror. Look, here's the reality. I'm on the National Security Council. I pity my colleagues on the National Economics Council because they are deluged. Almost 100 nations, more than 75 heads of state are begging for phone calls with President Trump. That's the reality of what we're doing here. We are resetting the global economy because we are no longer the world's piggy bank.
And people don't get it, Mr. Gorka. People don't understand. Enemies of Trump don't understand this.
Well, it's either they don't understand it or they have vested interests in the stock market, in globalization, or they just hate my boss because they have Trump derangement syndrome. 8 years ago, TDS was, a joke. It was risible. Now it is a clinical condition, sadly.
Can I get your thoughts on whether or not Nigel Farage has also got TDS? Take a listen.
I've never agreed with the tariff policy. Do you know what? I think Trump did too much too soon, rather like Liz Truss did a couple of years ago. I've never in my life before seen stock markets fall quickly and bond markets fall at the same time.
Do you accept that criticism from Nigel Farage? Too much too soon?
Not in the slightest. Why would I? Why would I when we have almost 100 nations begging to talk to the president for equitable terms that actually create free trade that is fair trade? I love Nigel dearly, and thanks to him, you actually have an independent nation now, and you had Brexit.
So why is he wrong?
No, I don't have to agree with Nigel Farage, sorry.
So why is he wrong?
Why? Because he's not in the White House and he doesn't know the reality of how, as I said, I don't know, should I say the fourth time? Almost 100 nations are now negotiating with Scott Bessent, the Secretary of the Treasury, and with the National Economic Council and with President Trump. Why? Because it's the art of the deal.
That is Trump assistant Mr. Sebastian Gorka responding to questions on Tom Swarbrick's evening show on LBC. More of the conversation between Tom and Gorka soon, but just a quick question. Did Trump write the book himself? I mean, The Art of the Deal? Well, let's discuss the main reason for the video for now. When Nigel Farage takes a swing at Donald Trump's tariff policies during a conversation on Nick Ferrari's show, the LBC breakfast presenter, you better believe someone's swinging back. That's exactly what happened on the same network, LBC Radio, during Tom Swarbrick's conversation with one of Trump's foot soldier. And it's not just anyone, it's former and current White House assistant Sebastian Gorka. Let's break it down. So, here's what went down. Trump's back in the spotlight. Not to say he is ever out of the spotlight in any shape or form. His latest move, pausing planned tariffs on imports for 90 days. Critics say it's economically risky. Supporters, they call it the art of the deal in action. Then along comes Nigel Farage, longtime Trump biggest supporter in United Kingdom, if not the whole of Europe, saying Trump's tariff strategy is too much too soon. Gorka didn't take it lightly, but before we get to the verbal fireworks, let's zoom out. Sebastian Gorka claimed it's part of a global economic reset with 100 nations lining up to negotiate. He dismissed market fears as media hype and brushed off Farage's criticism, saying he's not in the White House. Meanwhile, Farage warned that the tariff strategy was risky by citing rare simultaneous drops in stocks and bonds and compared it to former UK Prime Minister Liz Truss's mini-budget. Let's pause for a second. Gorka's defense is emotional and passionate, but it's also built on bizarre claims. Saying 100 nations want to talk is a good soundbite, but there's no hard evidence to back it up. Also, tariffs can be a powerful tool, but they're a double-edged sword. It can be used to pressure foreign nations into better trade deals, but they also increase costs for American consumers and businesses. Farage, meanwhile, isn't wrong to worry about the markets. His concern is grounded, especially considering the global interconnectedness of today's economy. Gorka's response, classic Trump style: we don't tell nations what to do, but if you want access to the biggest economy in the world, you must play by our rules. But let's not forget, Farage doesn't hold office and he's not sitting in high-level economic negotiations. His opinion, while informed, lacks the weight of real-time insight from inside the US administration. So, here's what we've got. Gorka says everything is going according to plan, no backtracking, and Farage says the plan is too quick, aggressive and risky. Tariffs can work if they're part of a bigger, coherent strategy. But if you alienate allies or lack of investors' confidence, the likely result isn't expected to be pretty. So whether you're Team Trump, like Mr. Gorka, or Team Farage, just on this one, the real question is, are these policies making everyday lives better? That's an open question. What are your takes? Is Mr. Gorka in fantasy land? Is Nigel Farage right? And just before the video finishes, allow me ask same question again. Did Trump write the book, The Art of the Deal? It's alleged the president had nothing to do with writing the book. Do you know anything about the book? Thank you for joining us today. We hope you found the information valuable and interesting. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to subscribe for more updates and insights. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below and stay tuned for our next episode.